Captain Bernie Shatner.
Captain of what?
Captain of what?
I'm a captain, merchant marine captain.
Oh,
I drive a towboat.
Right.
My brother's Captain Jack Shatner.
You know
We grew up-
Captain Stolzen?
What's that?
Captain Marty Stolzen,
You know him? We grew up in this community. We grew up in Sheepshead. We're both captains. We have a maritime salvage company, and we were part of the original ETO, the real ETO, where we volunteered our time and our efforts and our fuel and our boats to recover derelict vessels in this area. Part of that ETO, we supported a group called Operation Clean Bay. It was part of National Park Service. And as I was more involved with Operation Clean Bay and the Environmental Task Force, I found some inappropriate things going on. I'm a Vietnam era veteran. I was in the Navy. My brother and I did our boot camp at Floyd Bender's Field right here, 1967. I gave the time for my country, and I didn't get killed then, and nobody's going to step over me. So I voiced my feelings and my opinion of this ETO, and for that, I'm being sued by the ETO, I'm being sued by Ranger Mineta, I'm being sued by Special Projects Management, and the attorney suing me is Gene Berardelli, Esquire, who represents the ETO
Full
and
disclosure,
Special Projects.
I represent Ranger
and these
Mineta.
groups.
I do not represent anybody else. That's full disclosure for everybody.
Okay. Anyway, for speaking, not my opinion, but the truth, my brother and I have both been sued and going through all this stuff. I'll just give you a couple of little facts about the ETO. The ETO is part of a group called Special Projects Management. That's a for-profit organization. Special Projects Management and the ETO, if you go on the site, you will see the same photographs, you will see the same phone number. So when we talk about a non-profit organization, I don't know if monies are crossing from one to the other, but Special Projects Management, the owner of that corporation, is the president of the ETO. So if that's not a conflict of interest, I don't know what is. For speaking my feelings and the truth, I was voted off the ETO. My brother was shunned off the ETO. The ETO now is Greg Morse. And, you know, I have to watch my words because I might be sued again, but, you know, if I'm sued once, it's all the same. It doesn't matter. Greg Morse, who's the treasurer of the ETO and a project manager for Special Projects Management. You know, my mother taught me when I grew up, if something sounds too good to be true, there's something wrong. It's not true. So if you think all these boats and all these docks are being cleaned up for nothing because of their good will, don't believe it. Okay? I'll give you a couple of truths so I can't be sued. Greg Morse, you have children in this community?
Yeah.
You do, right? Now you can all prove this out on your own. Greg Morse had his license suspended for speeding. Maybe speeding a number of times. His license was suspended. Why are you laughing? I'm telling you the truth.
My license was suspended for insurance. No
Okay.
insurance. So
Okay.
we had that too.
Did you drive without insurance?
No.
After it was suspended?
No.
Well, Greg Morse drove a vehicle in this community to that Lowe's project from the Bronx every day,
Oh boy.
with his license being suspended. So if we're talking about moral fortitude of DTO, there's your morals. You have children walking around here. You want someone who is suspended license, no insurance, driving around?
Great point.
Good point.
Great.
How about surveillance? I understand ETO has surveillance cameras in the trailer surveilling every boat going up and down Shellbank Creek.
At the
You know, I mind
yes.
that.
DEP asked them to do it.
They're not law enforcement. ETO is not law enforcement.
They're not. DEP
And
asked them
I
to do
don't,
it.
I want to see that in writing. You know why? Because the property front of where the ETO is right now might be 300 feet wide. Shellbank Creek is very long. They're not law enforcement, and I don't want them seeing me in my boat knowing there's no one in my
I
house.
don't like that either.
Okay?
I don't like
Do
that.
you mind?
I
Do you
mind
mind
that
someone
terribly.
seeing you on a boat knowing
Oh,
you're not home?
absolutely. Do not like that.
Okay? So that shouldn't be being done there either.
That's completely over the top.
When Teresa Scavo mentioned about taking money, there was many monies collected as donations for Operation Clean Bay. There was monies collected as donations to Operation Clean Bay. Those monies went into the business account of Special Projects Management, which is a private business. Those monies didn't go to an account, Operation Clean Bay. I worked on Plum Beach to remove 13 boats last year on June 23rd in 97-degree weather. My brother and I both were on that Plum Beach removing vessels. That money donated was for water and pizza. I never saw a bottle of water that whole day. But that money went into some private business account that's linked to ETO. Okay? So, I'm sure there's a tape recorder in there, so every word I said should not be construed differently by you. Because who was at the Plum Beach meeting 2 months ago when I was there? Was anybody there?
I was.
You were?
So was George.
Okay. Was I physically removed from that meeting? Or was
No.
I asked to leave
After
the
you
table?
charged the dais, yeah.
Hold it. I didn't ask you that question. You're a
I was
lawyer.
the one you charged
twisted
that.
words around.
I was the person
Okay?
you
I
charged.
was not removed from that room. Matter of fact, I was asked to step aside, which I did.
Right.
Then I raised my hand, I came back and I spoke. But yet in the lawsuit, it quotes that letter that I was removed, physically removed. So that's not true. Okay? And in that letter, you took another sentence that I wrote and you added a couple of words to it. So it looks really juicy,
Okay.
but it's not the truth.
Well,
So I commend you on being an attorney. You know how to twist words around.
You'll have your day in court, just like
Anyway.
everybody else.
Rather than get all upset, because I was one of the original ETO members, and my fingers got burnt, and I paid for fuel out of my pocket, and I used my vessel, and I took Teresa Scavo and the press and the news stations on my boat, but because I voiced a feeling of something not being kosher, I got voted off and I got sued. So time will tell, and we'll see if justice is really served in the courtroom. During discovery, we'll see.
Absolutely.
I have nothing else to say. Sorry for upsetting everybody.